one of the questions that came in early on, I believe it was from Celeste, and there were a couple of questions that were kind of in this broader theme. Is the question was how important is grammar and spelling in landing a message with families? And I want to broaden that up because there was a couple questions in there. This informal versus formal. You touched on that. But how focused should they be on that? You know, the content, or is it the message? I'd love to get your perspective on that.
So I have always, I mean, of course we're educators, so we want to use proper grammar and punctuation, but it's okay to use something like a contraction. That's the way we talk. We talk in contractions. So something like that, I think it's okay to use. When I talk about being professional yet still friendly, it's really about finding those words that convey emotion. So, you know, if it's just the niceties and the pleasantries, don't forget to exchange those. That's sort of what I'm thinking. And, you know, personally, I'm not hung up on making sure everything is proper. I'm just not. I think at the end of the day, we want to communicate effectively, and whatever that looks like is okay.
Awesome. Great answer. I'll just share a quick story, and then we'll get to the next question. We had in that same vein, we had one of our most engaging posts on Living Tree was a poll that a teacher did about a upcoming football game. And it was totally informal. It had nothing to do, with what that teacher was teaching, but it was a way to engage those families, and boy, did they ever engage. So to that same note of keeping it informal, kind of getting people to warm up to you, to build that relationship, we've seen that happen, time and time again. So awesome advice.
To kind of build on that, it's also important that families get to know you. So you're not going to share a whole bunch of personal information, but it's okay to let them know some of the things you enjoy doing, or try to figure out, I mean, we're humans first, right? We're all humans. So what we want to do is use our words and our conversations to make an authentic connection. So I love that. Sometimes we have to talk about things unrelated to education in order to make sure that we're friendly and we're, and yet still being professional. Personally, I've got, if there is an educator wearing a suit, I think that's communication, that conveys a message. So sometimes it's okay to take the jacket off and look a little more approachable and a little less formal. So if you start thinking about things like that, you'll see how you can work that in.
Jacket's coming off, Patricia. You should have just worn the t-shirt.
Perfect. But do you know what I'm saying? It can be very intimidating.
Absolutely.
Somebody who's not from the work world.